Hey there, YouTube. Wanted to record and let you know about an injury that I sustained during a pickleball game. By no means am I very good at pickleball. I think I would probably say I'm somewhere between a level 2.5 and 3.0. However, I did sustain a fairly significant injury. During a serve, this person I was playing against, or the other team, had a low, really sharp angle serve that came across the front of the box, and I was in a full sprint heading towards the ball to get it, and my hamstring popped. Just at that moment, I was collapsing to the ground because my leg had no strength whatsoever, and then my knee buckled under because of the forward momentum that I had. My knee buckled underneath, and my foot actually came up to here on my shoulder when I finally came to a stop. Then the embarrassing part, sitting there writhing in pain, was happening, and thankfully it was indoor court. Had a lot of help from some of the other players that were there, helping me out, getting me stabilized, laying down. So what actually happened from that time was I got picked up, the ambulance came. I don't think people, myself included, knew the extent of the injuries. I knew I had a lot of pain. I'll show you a picture here. It's going to be kind of one of those TMI situations, but I had a lot of pain. I still can't feel my lower leg where I can do some dorsiflexion. I can't lift my toes basically, and I can't feel like my calf muscle and the outer edge of my calf. I've been told that that's called peroneal nerve damage and a trauma, and it might come back, it might not, who knows. But I live here in a town called Bend, Oregon, which is a very athletic and active town. There's skiing, mountain biking, hiking, all sorts of sports. And so because of that, there are a lot of injuries that occur. And the age of the town is typically older. I myself am 57, and I think that had an impact on the fact that there were no appointments for MRIs for weeks out. So I basically took some pain meds. When I was taken to the ER, they stabilized my pain, sent me home. So I sat around for 2 weeks waiting for my first MRI appointment to check out the knee, and the second MRI was for the pelvis to check the hamstring. Turns out that I have sustained a torn hamstring, so basically 2 of the 3 hamstring threads, if you want to call it that, muscles that attach to your sit bone, they came off. And so it wasn't a full tear. I basically can move my leg a little bit. I have no strength there whatsoever because of the fact that those hamstring muscles have torn off. And I've also sustained in my knee torn ACL, torn LCL, and a partial tear in the PCL. So that is probably also lending to the peroneal nerve damage, which that's the most annoying thing, because even though the skin is numb, it has these ghostly pains of fire and being stabbed, I guess, with a knife, and making sleeping very, very difficult. And it has been maybe getting me 3 to 4 hours of sleep per night, and that's been kind of the symptoms of how what I've been dealing with. So if I look at maybe what caused the accident. It was probably a situation where I'd been playing pickleball for about 2 months at that point, and I was really getting into it, playing about 3 times a week, 1 to 1.5 hours per session. And I remember during one of the early session, not early sessions, maybe halfway through, I did a lunge to reach for a ball, and the pain, I got a little bit of a pain at the attachment point of the hamstring up in the sit bone area. So I remember that I got like a little annoying pain sitting down on the toilet or sitting on a chair, kind of hurt a little bit, and I thought that it was, oh, it's just muscle soreness due to really getting into playing a lot. Well, turns out that was an injury to my hamstring. And the surprising thing was that when it happened, when the pop sound happened and I was going down, my brain instantly told me, hey, your hamstring just popped because you've been playing injured. And it was like, oh, okay, yes, even though the pain was happening, you know how your brain can think and calculate and talk to yourself very quickly when things were happening. That's essentially what happened. Is I thought to myself, oh, this is a hamstring injury, and it was because I didn't pay attention earlier to what my body was telling me. So that cascaded into the fact that I was on a full sprint heading towards hitting the ball. The hamstring collapses, then my 240 pounds collapsed entirely on my knee in the wrong direction, and it gave out essentially. So pickleball can be it seems like a very mild sport, but it can be fairly dangerous if you're not listening to your body and caring about what should be what it's telling you, what your body is telling you when you're working out and playing. So one of the comments that I got when I was in the orthopedic surgeon's office was, oh, we get a lot of pickleball accidents or injuries here. Dangerous. A lot of people think it's just a mild game. You're playing with a wiffle ball. But if you've not played or if you've not seen people like at a professional level, I'm not in anywhere near professional, you can see the way they move. And I was pretty proud of my footwork. So my footwork would allow me to move around quickly on the field. However, I didn't have enough, I guess, buildup of my muscles to let them handle the quick starts and quick stops that are required in the game. So I encourage you, if you are playing, that you do some stretching and you work out the muscles that are necessary to handle those types of things. One of the other things that I didn't know, but I learned as time goes on, that it's the stops where your hamstring gets the most exertion. And that's exactly what happened to me. Just as I was lunging, I took the stop and I was lunging down to hit the low ball. That's where it popped on me. So yeah. Anyway, I have surgery scheduled for my hamstring on Friday, and it's just a few days away from today. I'm going to make some videos about the recovery that I go through on both the hamstring surgery and the knee surgery, the ACL and other ligament repairs that are going to happen on probably 12 days later after the hamstring surgery. I'll just kind of document what has happened to me, and I also wanted to thank some of the other YouTubers that put their stories online for people to learn some more things about. And yeah, I'm just gonna post my status and how things are going after the surgeries and the recovery process and so forth. So anyway, I appreciate your time watching this video, and I hope that you do take care of yourself if you're playing pickleball and getting into really loving it and starting to see your skill level increase. The chance of injury obviously increases as your skill level increases, especially if you're not paying attention to your body like I was. So thank you so much, and I appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed this video and will share it with people. Thank you.